Welcome to ShowerDoorHelp.com. I'm Richard, and I'm here to help you with some shower doors. Hello, everybody. This is Richard at ShowerDoorHelp.com. This is a viewer in a commenter's inspired video. So basically, what happens if your door has sagged out of the hinges and now it won't close because it's hitting the inline panel or it's hitting the wall? So you can see on the other side here, you see that big gap. This was actually done on purpose, but you can kind of see the glass has slipped out of the hinge. Now the door is sagged, so it's not lining up. So how do you go ahead and fix that? I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. I'm going to explain it to you because it's really hard to do these inside of a shower. But you see the two screws right there, and then the two screws down there. Basically, those need to be loosened because this is a hinge plate. This hinge plate right here is what holds the glass in the hinge. When you tighten it down, the friction and the pressure of that hinge plate closed will hold the glass. So what happens is that glass slips out of that hinge. So what you need here to do this, you're going to need your wrenches or your screwdriver to get those screws loosened up. You need some shims for underneath the door, and then that sweep that's on the bottom of the door, take that off. This is just a sample of it, but basically we're going to need this as well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it from inside the shower and film it from out. That way you can see kind of what's going on, because there's no room in there for me and the camera at the same time. So, all right, let's do this. All right, hope y'all can see me and hear me okay. And basically, you're going to want to be in the shower, and you're going to want to take your shims. Sometimes it's going to take more than a couple of shims. Ranger, this is not food. So anyway, you take your shims, and you want to put them under the door. And then you got to loosen up this hinge because the reason the hinge moved is because it was not because it was necessarily loose enough to move the door, but just to, so you go ahead and you loosen it up some more after you get the shims under the door. Loosen those screws up, and then you want to go ahead and put the door back in place by pushing the shims under the door. Once you get that done, you're going to want to have this inside the shower with you, the sweep that came off the bottom of the door. Go ahead and put that over the top of the door. That way it holds the door in place while you adjust it. So what I use, I have a specialty little pry bar here that I put tape over. And I put that under the door, and I raise that as I push the shims under the door. What I want to do is find that this is lined up parallel. The top of the door is even with itself. And then, if you want, you can go ahead and tap the door over a little bit. Make this about 1/8 of an inch gap if you have it. And that at about 1/8 of an inch gap. That's ideal. That's typically what we're looking for. So on this, it's about 1/8 here and it's touching down there. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to raise this other side up. Scoot it over a little bit. Now I got an even 1/8 of an inch all the way up and down. So once I get that done, go ahead and tighten these screws back down. Just go ahead and crank them down. Okay, got them all cranked down. Take your sleeve off. Open your door. Remove your shims. Now she's all back to normal, or the way she's supposed to be. So anyway, that's how you that's how you go ahead and you adjust the shower door that's sagging. So hopefully that helps you out, saves you a few $100 on a service charge. So right on, have a good day.